there, brother. Welcome to the podcast. Stop Crying Poser, greatest podcast known to man, as voted by Gordie Howe and Alex Ovechkin. They both personally told me today on a conference call that this is the greatest podcast, and you guys should be lucky to be here every single Friday, right around 3:30 p.m. Pacific time. Have we ever been on time? It's 5:20 right now. Shout out to Captain Canuck, Sharky Genie, Noki, Sickless, Guy Just Scramble, Sharky Genie, Infamy, Probably Dead, Dick Maximus, and North Shooter. I appreciate you guys being here. Appreciate you guys putting up with my inability to ever do anything on time. And to reward you, gentlemen and lady, I will be giving away free Ninja Lifestyle stickers. We give away free stickers every time that I think about doing it. Here on the podcast, Stop Crying Poser. The question is simple. All you have to do is type the answer first, and you win free F-R-E-E stickers if you have an address that is in the United States. Just because, man, the shipping prices get crazy. You know, it's just my luck some fucking dude in Russia is going to win. Okay, here's the question. You ready? Who's the all-time biggest goal scorer in the NHL? Who is the number one most scoring person, player, person, place, thing? Person, is it the place? Hello, friends. I'm not a big hockey fan either, but if I had to name like 3 players before I ever started watching hockey, I think I would not be able to do it. Slap Yo Mama says, Gretzky, baby. Slap Yo Mama is the winner. Send me a DM with your address, and I'll send you these stickers on Monday. I appreciate you guys not fucking up this one, because usually it's just somebody saying like, my mom's dick. And I read those, and sometimes they're funny and sometimes they're just fucking stupid. But here we are, man. It's going to be a very short podcast. I think we had a short podcast last week also. The thing is, nothing interesting is happening in my life, in the news. I mean, Will Smith slapped somebody, but other than that, it's been an uninteresting, like, month, really. I don't know how we're getting through these podcasts. And I think also, like, eating healthier, drinking less. You know, I'm in the world less, so I have less things to sort of people watch and sponge into my brain and regurgitate on you guys later. So when my life's boring, the podcast gets boring. I'm sorry. That's the fucking way it is. Anyway, speaking of hockey, I thought I had a hockey topic. I don't. Fuck. Why did I write that down? Let's talk about Will Smith. You can find him on Twitter at Will Smith. That's part of the joke also. I tagged Will Smith. I fell for it. I tagged Will Smith. I simply wrote, stop being mean, Will Smith. And then I clicked his profile. Believe it or not, there's another guy in the world whose name is also Will Smith, who happened to sign up for Twitter earlier. So it's just some like white dude with red hair who's like a computer programmer, and he's getting all this all these hate tweets and about the Chris Rock thing, or not Chris Rock. Everyone's being mean, and it's just funny. The Will Smith thing, we have to talk about it, right? Everyone's talking about it. Everyone has their hot take, you know, about Will's wife being terrible and Chris Rock deserved it, or Will Smith is not in control of his emotions. Okay, you guys have already heard it all. You know, this happened like fucking 5 days ago. So whatever I'm going to say, you guys have already heard. It's really funny though. Celebrity boxing match. You know what I gathered from it that I haven't talked to you guys about? Chris Rock is a real professional, right? He did everything really professionally. But that motherfucker was like scared, right? Is that the right word? He got slapped. He handled it with class, you know. Great, like, he handled it good for being an employee of, like, the Oscars, right? He handled it really well. But also, motherfucker, you look like a straight-up bitch. But I guess nobody looks good in this situation. I've been reading that they apologize to each other. Everybody's good, but whatever. It's funny. Celebrity boxing match, Jake Paul. It's one of these situations where, like, if the podcast was on like a Wednesday and the Oscars was on a Tuesday, I'd feel more hyped to talk about this and really give my opinion. But we've just been drowning daily. I don't know if you guys have Facebook or Twitter or anything online, Instagram, but I've just been drowning in these memes and these hot takes, and everyone says, well, what you didn't see, motherfucker. Yes, everyone saw everything. Everyone's already thought of everything they could say, so I don't really feel like even trying to compete. But speaking of slapping someone in the face, I went to this bar the other day called the Nerd Bar, and there's a punching machine, and I went in there, and this guy, Zach, he was kind of being a dick. He walks right up to me. He says, hey, you think you can punch harder than Tommy? And I'm like, yes, Tommy's smaller than me. I can definitely punch harder than Tommy. He's like, put 20 on it then. No, I do. I'm not going to put 20 on it because then that's rude. Like now we're beefing over a punching machine. I said, I'll bet $1. Turns out this guy, Tommy, didn't even know. Tommy didn't even know that there was going to be a punching fucking contest. So I should have took this guy, Zach's money. I punched it. I fucking got the high score. I was really happy. I looked cool. This isn't about me. Okay, this is about how crazy people are. I punched this fucking game. I get the high score. Everyone's fucking high-fiving. There's a big crowd around me. And then this chick goes, could you punch me in the face? And I was like, no. And she stops me. She grabs my hand. She's like, no. I really want you to punch me as hard as you can. And I was like, listen, lady, I would never punch you. And then I thought about it. I was like, well, there's a couple of situations in which I would punch you. But that probably won't occur today. But she was dead serious. If I would have done it, she would have just been dead. The end. But my goodness, man, the boldness of this lady, and it wasn't even like a flirting thing. It wasn't even like flirting, like, oh, fucking flirty thing. She really just wanted someone to punch her in the face. Her friends didn't like giggle or anything. They're just like, yep, that's the crazy bitch. I was like, whoa, dude. What is that? Can someone explain that? Is this just how serial killers are born? They just become weird, or maybe there's some like childhood trauma or something? So weird. She looked dead in my eyes, looked through me. She looked through me, and she's like, no, I'm serious. I want you to punch me in the face. It's hard, just like you punched that game. I was like, well, I got the high score, so I would definitely kill you. My God. I never experienced anything like that, and it's really fucking funny. It's almost unbelievable. I really wouldn't blame you guys if you thought I was lying. Luckily, there was like 4 people with me, so if I ever need to back up any story that I tell on the podcast, I'm always around someone. I promise you this really happened. It's just fucking, it's kind of crazy. I'll tell you what else is crazy. Best Buy, am I right? Thinking about airline food. Fucking Best Buy, I have this Best Buy card. $97 is on it. I don't want anything from Best Buy. I wish it was a Walmart card or a grocery store card. And I guess there are websites where I could turn this money into cash, but at a fee or something like that. But I don't want to do that. I want to keep all $97. So I was thinking, what at Best Buy would I ever want? Like a speaker or something? And then I finally came up with something. I said, you know what? My car, it doesn't have Bluetooth. All right, I just have a CD player and an aux cord. Nothing else. No cassette, nothing. Ruining my life. So I listen to CDs a lot. CDs nuts in your mouth. And everyone makes fun of me because of my little CD player. I'm over here burning CDs like it's fucking 1999. And there's this thing that exists. It's an auxiliary, like 3.5 little jack. It's a little jack that has Bluetooth on it. So I can plug it in. My cell phone doesn't have a phone jack, right? It doesn't have the 3.5. It doesn't have an auxiliary thing, okay? I don't know why I'm taking so hard. I don't know why I can't explain this like a normal fucking person. Motherfucker! There's a thing that you plug into the car that has Bluetooth. It makes your car have Bluetooth. Okay. My God. So I looked on Amazon. I say, cool. It's $10 on Amazon. Then I looked on Best Buy. $30 on Best Buy. But this is free money. So who cares? Who cares if I use this? It's free money. I care. It's the principle of the thing. I would love to go to Best Buy. I would pay even $15. But you can't take the Amazon price and triple it and then just make it the Best Buy price. I think that's fucking crazy. Do you guys understand what goes on in my mind? Like, I can't make myself do that. I feel like it would be a waste of time and money, and I'd be supporting something that's wrong. Like, I'm no activist, but deep down, I think I kind of am. For example, as a kid, I would never steal a watch from somebody. I would never steal somebody's video games or something, right? But if I'm in, like, Best Buy, or if I'm in Home Depot, or if I'm in Walmart, and I'm, in my teenage years, I would steal fucking whatever the fuck I wanted. You know what I mean? Because fuck them. But a human being, no. And also, if I was in like a little mom and pop shop, I don't know what that would be. If I was at like the dollar store, that's, you know, just like a mom and pop, 13-year-olds behind the counter, I would never steal from somewhere like that. It's crazy. I don't steal at all now. Now that I'm an adult, that shit doesn't happen. Sharky Genie says, and Sickless says there's a price match situation. What is that? I don't know how to do that. Okay, wait a minute. If I can find the exact same model and I can just show them on my phone and say, hey, price match this, they'll do it? Oh, I'm so glad I talked about this on the podcast. I'm so happy that we had this conversation now because I'm going to give it a shot. I'm going to give it a shot. Wow. See, this is what I get. It's going to be a terrible podcast. No one's going to laugh or have fun, but you know what? I got something out of it. That's the bottom line, motherfucker. So, okay, that's what I'm going to do then. I didn't know that was an option. What other places, like, is that a thing that exists elsewhere in the world? Can I do that at fucking Walmart or some other place? Can I go to Lowe's and say, like, oh, look at this Chinese drill. It's $9, but yours is $116. Why is that? I'm only paying $9. Here you go. Bye. Is that a thing? Target does it too. Walmart does not do it. What an interesting situation. I didn't know that this existed, guys. You're blowing my motherfucking mind and my balls and my dick. That's something I'm going to have to look into. Well, that's the only topics I have. I watched a couple of movies, okay, and I don't want to piss anyone off. But apparently I gave my opinion on Twitter about Blade Runner, and people came out of the woodworks. Not only on there, they came all the way, they traveled from Twitter all the way to Instagram to fucking send me a DM about how I don't know shit about movies. Blade Runner 2049 is not a good movie. Visually, it's really well done. It don't make no fucking sense. You're watching this movie on Netflix. You're watching this movie. At no point does any of it make sense. Two robots fucked and made a human baby. Like you should already know this movie's dumb, just by what I just said. And then, like somebody like put a tracking device on somebody, but then they save them later. The guy's like invincible, but then he suddenly dies. Like none of it made any fucking sense. The guy's over here fucking a hologram. Like what the shit is this movie? Yeah, I just explained all the coolest parts. I just explained them. That was a movie that exists on Earth right now, and it's long as fuck. Movie's almost 3 hours long, and for every second of those 3 hours, you're going, what? Why? What is this? Who is this? What is it? People look the same. What happened to that guy? What about that guy that was part of the story earlier and just disappeared? Like none of it makes any fucking sense. I was talking to my buddy Ward, the bartender, yesterday. He's like, well, it's pretty good. It's the best sequel they've had. And I was like, wait a minute. There's multiple movies like this? I said, you know what? I'll go back and watch the first one. You know, I didn't like how long this one was. And he goes, no. The first one's also 3 hours. I said, dude, fuck this movie. I don't care. I don't want to know the backstory. I don't want to know anything about it, okay? I need more action. Something else about movies that I don't like. Maybe you guys don't care. I know that there can be like dramatic pauses, right? Like a dramatic pause. Like, oh, what do you want for dinner? And then you stare at the camera and you count 1 Mississippi, 2 Mississippi, 3 Mississippi. I don't know. Okay, well, this fucking movie, Blade Runner 2049, they use the 30 Mississippi rule. They ask a normal, everyday fucking normal question, stare at the camera for 32 seconds, and then answer it. No wonder the movie's 3 fucking hours long. Most of it is just silence and like walking. Like just shit that is weird. I don't know. Visually, great movie, though. Visually, great movie. If I had to watch it again, like let's say I was imprisoned in a third world country and they were going to torture me by making me watch this movie again. If I had to, yeah, I would do mushrooms or something. I need something. I need something to fucking, to fill the void of what the fuck is going on in that fucking movie. Oh, so Blade Runner 2049, highly recommended. I then watched a movie called Warrior with Ed Hardy. Ed Hardy? Is that the right name? No, wait, Ed Hardy's who's Tom Hardy? Wait, who's Ed Hardy then? Tom Hardy. Tom Hardy's the buff guy that played Bane. Oh, I'm born into it. Haha. Whatever the fuck it is, man. I watched Warrior. I thought I had never seen it. Turns out I get 10 minutes. I get 10 minutes into the movie. I'm like, oh, I've seen this before, and I enjoyed it. It's also kind of like, it's really cheesy. All right, it's super cheesy. Also, that guy, Tom Hardy, every time I see him in a movie, he's just playing whatever movie I saw last time. Except for Bane one time. Every time I've ever seen him in a movie, he's playing the character from the last movie. Every single fucking time. Just looking around, grunting. It makes no fucking sense. The movie's good, though. It's about these guys who have no money, and then they start doing, like, professional fighting. And then they find out that they're brothers or whatever. And then in the end of the movie, the brother has to fight the brother. And it's part of this, some terrible, like, family issues. It was really good. Good movie. I like it. I enjoyed it. Pretty good. Tom Hardy used to smoke crack. Love that guy. That's news to me. That's a good reason to love somebody. I was talking to somebody the other day, speaking of hardcore drug usage. I was talking to somebody. This chick was like, so what is that thing that they smoke out of the little thing with the ball on the end? I was like, that's meth. Who the fuck did you see smoking meth? And stop hanging out with them. But it was the most innocent question. It was like, whenever they turn that thing with the ball on the end, well, okay, it could be crack, I guess. But yeah, I hope that you're not hanging out with crack people. But it was such an innocent question. She's like, what is that? What are they doing? What do you think that is? Dabs? No, lady. That's fucking methamphetamine. And you need to turn around and walk away. Anyways, man. That's it. That's all I got for the podcast. We made it all of, 16 minutes. I appreciate you guys being here. I'm sorry the podcast is so shitty and short lately. Like I said, when my life's not interesting, then what the fuck? I gotta start making up stories? Oh, I fucking saw a frog the other day, and I threw him in the air and played hacky sack. Like, what the fuck? I can't just make up a story. And I would never do that to a frog. I want you guys to know that. I had an uncle, like, that lives in the middle of nowhere in Arkansas. Like real, he's a really intelligent guy. I guess you would call him like a great uncle. He's like, yeah, we used to fucking blow up bullfrogs and like tape their mouths shut and then shoot them. And I was like, that's very traumatic of you to tell me that. I was like fucking 10 years old. I'm like, cool, you torture the frogs and then shoot them and make their bodies explode. Sick. Sick. Anyways, yeah, I gotta get out. I gotta do more fun stuff. But whatever. I shared a little bit of me with you guys today, and I would love to hear a hell yeah from you guys as I bid you farewell. Shout out to iBookBoy UK for the big hefty donation today. I appreciate all the support that you guys give me. If you can't give me money, then go get a fucking job, idiot. But let's say whatever. Maybe you're not old enough. Well, here's what you can do. You can tell a friend, an adult friend, about the podcast. Spread the word. Tell them that you watched a podcast that was really funny. Maybe wait a couple weeks before you do that, because if they watch this one as their first one, they're going to be sorely disappointed. But tell a friend. Spread the good news. Spread the good word of me. Spread me across the world. And, you know, you guys know the fucking routine, whatever, man. Shout out to iBookBoy, Sharky Genie, Late Bloomer, iBookBoy, Sick List, Infamy, Dick Maximus, Venus Dietrap, Probably Dead, Keith Skates. Oh, I met someone who's been a viewer, and Gyges, and Late Bloomer. I met a viewer, one of my mods, yesterday. I don't know why I didn't think to talk about this. I met Crept at a bar yesterday. He doesn't drink. I tried to buy him a shot. He doesn't drink. What an idiot I am. Fucking stupid. But I got to meet another person off Twitch. I've met a lot of you guys now. I've met everyone except Keith, and that's by choice. I've met everyone except Keith, and we're not gonna let that happen. I'm joking, but it's nice. It's nice to meet you guys, and I always say this, okay? Somebody asked me the other day, have you ever met a fucking weirdo? Oh, I did fucking meet Keith. I did meet Keith in fucking Ohio at Ollie's. God damn it. Fuck, I went against what I was trying to achieve with my life. You're right, I fucked up. No, but as far as everyone I've met on Twitch, no one's been a weirdo. So that streak is still alive. But one day, one of you guys is going to be fucking weird. You're going to end up getting talked about on the podcast. Anyways, I hope you guys have a wonderful weekend. Hope you guys be safe out there. Don't get in trouble. Don't drink too much. And don't drink too much, but also don't drink too little. Goodbye. punch me in the face. Boop!